Hello and good late morning, even. Good late morning. How is everybody? We alright? It is race day, and as you can see, we are here at Brands Hatch, which is the home of British Motorsport. It's going to play host to the Group 3s this evening, which should be absolutely fantastic. I really can't wait for this evening. The Group 3s will be going around a Brands Hatch GP circuit. This is just a little chat about that. I am your host, DK10. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Yes, the Group 3s are in race 5, week 5. Heading into Brands Hatch GP. Tyre area, depending on driving style, can be medium to high. We do have a few technical drivers which like to marinate their tyres, so should be an interesting watch. We've got two 25-minute races here this evening. The tyres are super softs to mediums. You've got to run all 3 compounds within the race evening, so not all in one race. You can run them over the 2 races. Qualifying don't count. You can qualify on whichever tyre you like, which I think tonight qualifying will be key around Brands Hatch. 1 or 2 overtaking spots, not through Dingle or anywhere like that. You've got to have cojones the size of coconuts if you want to put one down there, because that can go 1 or 2 ways. But yeah, this should be a good battle, to be fair, halfway through the season. I mean, I know GT7's out tomorrow, but we're going to run this on. There's another 5 weeks left to go after tonight. We got a 10-week season sponsored by DN5 Vinyl Designs, the only place to get DNK merchandise from. Cups, t-shirts, hoodies, decals, bumper stickers, window stickers. You can get all of them from DN5 Vinyl Designs. You can pay via PayPal and bank transfer, things like that. But yeah, the Group 3s tonight. Somebody asked if your qualifying tyre can take it off your race. So you qualify on mediums and you can just run softs and super softs in the race. No, you can't. Qualifying tyres do not count. So yes, that's how the lobby is set up. The qualifying tyre don't count. Only in the race your tyre allocation will count. You got to run super soft, softs and mediums. We're running tyre wear and fuel wear is 8.6. So no, is it 8.7? I think we're running 8.6. I'm not sure. But yeah, qualifying will be the nearest to 1 o'clock, and then after that we will drop down the hour for the race, and then drop down the hour again for the reverse grid race. So where you finish in the first race, you will start off in the second race. Always kicks up a few. These spots available. If you want to join, head over to Tanzo Racing Group, go on the events there, or DK10's page on Facebook. You can go there and have a look at the event as well. My settings are different compared to every other settings. They get driving license. You get caused in an incident, you get 3 points added to your license over the season. You're only allowed to accumulate 12. Well, we'd like to accumulate none, but if you do, you do. You get to 12 points on your license, you get a race ban. We'll put that in place. Just try and keep the racing clean. We like to try and we don't promote dirty racing at all. We like trying to promote clean, good, fast, awesome, good fun racing. There's a couple of avoidables. Even myself, I got 3 points on my license from Spa. So yeah, I'm the one that dishing them out, watching the replays back. I had to give myself one for avoidable contact. So yeah, 3 points on my license. At any rate, heading into this race, you know, it's getting pretty close as it do. There's the points table for you. TRG Aldo is leading the way, as you can see, by 25 points from Duskiver, who I would say at the moment is his main rival this season. These tables are done, as you can see, their tables are done by Mr. Shane Cotton, Duskiver himself. So we'd like to thank him for that. Legend, is he not? The picture behind it is from a previous race. I do believe it is Red Bull Ring. Yeah, it's fantastic. That's the old DMKRC logo there on my Beetle that I run last season. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, back to the table. Duskiver and Chalk had a right fight last season for where they are actually now, second and third in the table, and it's going on again. But I think that'll be down to myself, DK10 and Chalk this season to fight over that final step on the roster. TRG Aldo will be the first, if he pulls it off this season, will be the first double champion. The Iceman, the Flying Scotsman, as he likes to be called, could be the first double champion in the DMK Group 3 Mixed League. But Duskiver has only got a 25 point difference, sitting on 159 points, and then Chalky 12's 51 points behind on 133 heading into tonight. Myself did take 2 fastest laps, as you can see there. Last time out, I needed the points. Had to be done. We was at Monza last week. The Lexus Emily Freight. I've got to learn how to drive that car. Like I say, I was prolific with having a good fight with Duskiver around Yamagi and Miyabi opening night until he sold me a dummy pit stop. Yeah, I won't let him live that down, and I won't live it down myself. It was very audaciously done, shall we say. It was very clever, but yeah. But Dazzler, last week, reverse grid race, currently sitting in 5th place on 106 points, 70 points off the leader. Got promoted from 4th to 3rd last week due to Quack 23 running out of fuel before it crossed the start-finish line. Obviously, GT Sport, if you run out of fuel, will coast you over the line. But in my league, you've run out of fuel. You can't put your foot down. You're going nowhere. In real life, you wouldn't make the finish line, so you will get a DNF. But due to we ended up with a couple of malfunctions and a couple of retirees last season, we ended up with 6 cars left on the grid. So Quack 23 was demoted to 6th from 2nd. Promoting Dazzler on for the first time this season onto the 3rd step. Took the 3rd step. So congratulations to Dazzler there. Marshall 2012 didn't race this week around Monza. He's currently sitting on 83 points, minus 101. Ricky J having a good showing. Nice to have him in the lobby and joining in with the boys. He's new to the league. Running the Subaru he is. As you can see, he's sitting on 50 points. DMK Martin JL09, Mr. Notorious himself, made an appearance around Monza in the McLaren. Sitting on 46 points. Redwood Racing, due to work and other issues, he couldn't race last week either. He's sitting on 44 points. And HBC Peterlino also missed last week, sitting on 44 points, so joint 9th, them two. Quack 23 on his debut would have taken 2 second places last week. What a cracking debut as well it was, running the Peugeot RCZ. Currently sitting on 36 points. Would have been more, but like I say, got demoted to 6. It was unfortunate. Now sitting on 36 points. Jahinio is on 34. TRG Tate is on 24. And Danny Ogston AFC is on 21 points. So in the top 4, quite got a 100 point lead over. Aldo's got the 100 point lead down to Marshall. So it's all to play for tonight. Another second half of the season to go after this evening. It's going to be an interesting one. You know, we all know the circuit. It's pretty quick, pretty flowing until you get around to Dingledell and that part of the circuit. If you run too wide or get your entry into the first part wrong, you're going to go wide. It's going to pull you off. You damage these cars. Damage is on heavy. You will have to pit to replay the damage. You can't just carry on willy-nilly. It will hinder you later on in the race. So, plus you'll be scrubbing speed as well, and there's only really 2 straights. This is a start-finish straight, and the other straight, yeah, is heading up towards the back end of Brands Hatch. And I'm really looking forward to this evening. Should be fantastic. Now you can see the Grand Prix circuit there, well, the Indy circuit. And just as we kink left, we're going to go left again, and that's where we're going to head into the forest up towards where many mistakes can be done there. If you go in too hard, or you're going to try and overtake somebody from the slip on that there, the exit on this corner, getting the apex right, getting the exit right is key to getting a good run up the hill. So it should be an interesting race. Really cannot wait for this one. Should be fantastic. But yes, that was just a little insight to the Group 3, which is heading towards Brands Hatch. Really looking forward. The title fight, I reckon it's going to go to the wire. I mean, we've got Aldo. I mean, it is a British circuit. We've actually got 2 British cars going on the track tonight as well. In the Aston Martin, being driven by the Iceman himself, Aldo. Duskiver in the GT40. That should be, we'll see how that gets on around here. It's epic in a straight line. Don't like curbs, so it's going to either help him or hinder him around some parts of this circuit. But we shall see. We shall see. We've got Chalky 12s running the VW Beetle. I'm running the Emily Frey Lexus. So, Dazzler's in the Concept Mazda. We've got the Pug. We've got the Scooby. So the Scooby could come into its own here as well. I mean, in the other events that I've been in, the Subaru has done really well around this circuit. I have never brought the Lexus or Emily Frey around here before, so it'll be a first time for me. I dare say I am the constant gardener, so the grass don't look like it needs cutting, but no doubt I'll find a patch that does. At any rate, commentary will be done for this either post race, because obviously I race in it. If I get enough in the lobby, I would like to do live commentary, which would be fantastic. Just to promote it on the night as well would be brilliant. But yes, really cannot wait. Make sure you tune in for that. Should be done Friday. If not Friday, it will be done Saturday afternoon, which will be fantastic. I'm going through the day. Sunday night, just stepping away from the Group 3s for a second. Sunday night, I am hosting a team versus team Group 3, Group 2 event. Both cars will be on circuit at the same time. One team member in a Group 3 and one team member in a Group 2. Liveries to be identical, but change your window banner or your wing mirror colours so you're differentiated from your teammate, and car numbers, should I say, should be visible as well on the car. That is an hour-long endurance race. That will start. Our lobby will open at 7. Qualifying will get underway at 7:30 till 7:45, and then we're going to go from 7:45 till 8 p.m. Get your refreshments. Go do your toiletries, and then we're going to put the lights out for the race at 8 p.m. for an hour. Tyre wear and fuel wear for that is set to 5-4. Tyre wear is on 4. Fuel depletion's on 3. Tyre wear is on 5. Sorry, fuel depletion's on 4. Looking to probably pit within 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Mandatory. It's going to be mandatory pit anyway. You're going to have to pit at some point anyway, but tyre change is mandatory. But more or less, strategy is your own. We're going to do a formation rolling start as well. So off the grid will be the leader will lead us round for a lap, around 70 miles an hour. And then as soon as the leader crosses the start finish line, boom, that's it. We're away. The race is underway. The Group 2 cars also have to run yellow headlights to differentiate the two, and to let the Group 2 cars pass, if they do end up getting lapped, they have to let them pass on the racing line. The Group 2s will stay on the racing line. The Group 3s will have to pull over and let them through. they'll be carrying a lot more speed than the Group 3s. So yeah, really looking forward to that. We'll be the first time hosting that at the DMK. We're trying to promote new leagues all the time. We have had a few that have flopped and some that have took off. You know, the Group 3 event now is into its third season. But yeah, an endurance weekend league could go well. We'll see how that one pans out. As we're crossing over to GT7, obviously we've got to get our credits up, we've got to get our drivers up, we've got to get our licenses, we've got to get the cars first as well. So could be a while, could be a couple of weeks before we get that one underway, but I'm hoping to sooner rather than later. So yes, should be fun. But anyway, if you want to get involved in this Group 3 tonight, the PSN you need to add is DMKDK10. But be sure to read the rules either on Tanzo Racing Group's Facebook page in the events, or DK10's Sim Racing, his Facebook page. Be sure to check that out. Thank you for listening. I am DK10, and I am out of here. See you on the flip side.